Hi, this PD video shares ideas for the end of the school year. My name is Sarah Martin, the Student Support Services teacher on special assignment here in Palm Springs Unified School District. I'm so glad that you're here today. The first thing I'm going to talk about is lesson planning and creating engaging lessons for the end of the school year. First, make sure that you have learning objectives for every lesson. Identify what students should know, understand, or be able to do after a lesson is complete. This will help you to determine the flow of your lesson. Also, identify the materials and resources you will need for each lesson that you provide to your students. Have your resources ready and organized for each phase of the lesson. Have backup materials on hand and try to anticipate any issues that you may encounter, such as technological problems. And I do have a materials and resources checklist available that I will put a link to in the comments section of this video. Also, consider the activities that you will have students do throughout the lesson. When you're planning your activities, consider learning styles and needs such as visual, auditory, kinesthetic, etc. Use differentiated instruction. Have tiered assignments, flexible grouping, choice boards, or learning menus available to your students. Incorporate multiple modalities such as videos, discussions, hands-on labs, or writing. And use interactive and collaborative approaches such as think, pair, share, debates, or game-based learning, and incorporate student choice into your lessons as much as possible. Also, have an assessment and feedback portion for each lesson that you plan. This can be really simple, such as exit tickets, quizzes, discussions, or observations. Using differentiation strategies helps meet the needs of diverse learners in your classroom. Integrating technology can make lessons more interactive, and be sure to adjust your lesson plans to keep students engaged. Next, I'm going to talk a little bit about some classroom management strategies to remember at the end of the school year. First, create a positive classroom environment. Set clear expectations and maintain those expectations and routines from day one through the last day of the school year. Build strong relationships with students to create safe and respectful learning environments throughout the school year as well. And establish and maintain a system for consistent behavior management, recognition, and correction. Also, use preventative classroom management techniques, such as proactive strategies to minimize disruptions, using positive reinforcement to encourage desired behaviors, and consider your classroom setup to support your classroom management plan. You also want to focus on managing challenging behaviors because, as we know, that happens a lot at the end of the school year. Have some de-escalation strategies for handling disruptive students in your toolkit, and consider how you will handle conflicts and use restorative practices as needed. Next, we'll talk a little bit about end-of-year activities. You want to really celebrate your students at the end of the school year, and here are some ways that you can do that. Reflection and closure. Reflecting on student progress and celebrating achievement helps students feel accomplished and build positive association with schools. Some reflection and closure activities might include portfolios, surveys, or journals. Also, think about the activities that you want to plan for the end of the school year. Try to plan memorable final lessons, fun academic activities that also serve as review, and organize a class project or collaborative presentation that celebrates what students have learned. Be sure to celebrate the student success that you've experienced throughout the school year. Acknowledge student achievements in as meaningful a way as possible. Celebrate both individual and group accomplishments, and you could also create a class yearbook or scrapbook. Also, don't forget about the celebrations. Class parties with a purpose allow students to participate in planning that event as well. Student talent shows or learning showcases are a really fun way to have a celebration. You can also plan outdoor activities, such as picnics, field days, or scavenger hunts. And try to have reflective activities like memory walls where students can leave notes to each other. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. If you have any questions, please reach out.